Today I got to play Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 1 early, and I'm going to be going for my first win against content creators and pros, while also checking out the brand new map, plus all the new items, weapons, bosses, and more, like a drivable reboot van, and the fact that there's no more battle bus and now you go surfing to drop in. But do me a favor real quick. YouTube is telling me that 70.4% of you watching right now are not subscribed, and you probably don't even realize. So yeah, do me a favor and check to see if you're subscribed, and if you're not, make sure to hit that subscribe button with the bell. All right, we have a lot to cover, so let's jump into it. So this was the very first game of the event, and I was really excited. As you can see, we start on Spawn Island. It looks different. You know, it's kind of the same as other Spawn Islands, but it's cool to see everything new. We got to check out the map. Look at it. It is actually really sick. It's giving me Chapter 2 vibes. I don't know why. I'm definitely getting Chapter 2 vibes. But as you can see, it says surfs up, wave rolling in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. I'm trying to add it because, you know, we're not at our own setup, so things are a little bit different, but there is no battle bus. Yeah, that is right. There is no battle bus. Apparently, we might get it a little bit later on. There's quests to collect parts to kind of recreate the battle bus, but for now, you have to prepare to shred. You have to ride the wave in. Look at the storm. It's like not perfectly circular, but yeah, you have to shred the wave. You got to ride it. You can see it launches you in 15 seconds, so you don't get to pick where you're gonna land exactly. You kind of get like one section of the map. I got the northwest part of the map. You can see other people surfboarding as well. And the devs were telling me there's a little trick. If you like hit the side at the last moment, it's apparently better. I don't know, but look, you don't get launched that far. I gotta say, I missed the battle bus, but this is cool for a little bit. And you know what? I won't mind it. It'll give me a chance to explore more parts of the map. And yeah, so I decided to go to this little section over here, not like a named location or anything, just so I can get my bearings. I don't want to get eliminated the first game in. I want to make sure that I make the most out of it. I am rocking the Kill Bill skin, the Bride. It looks really awesome. I love it. And of course, I got to interview the actor from the movie as well, which is really cool. And look at me absolutely shredding this person with the Enforcer AR. Do I get this limb? I think I get this limb. Bam! Look at that. So there's a new elimination kind of animation that pops up, and a sound. It actually feels really cool. But you can see the inventory in the bottom right, completely different. At least the like the weapon area and stuff like that. Everything else looks pretty similar. The health bar is giving me, again, Chapter 2 vibes. I think that's what they may have been going for. I got shockwaves in the inventory. It's good to see those in the game. I got the Enforcer AR. It doesn't look like you can modify weapons, but there is weapons from the Chapter 5 season. I also got a new sniper. I got these grenades too. And let's pop open these new ones. We got the twin hammer shotguns. These are like the double pump, but just like 2 shotguns instead. And it's kind of like the tac shotgun of the season. There's like a lot of safes over here. There's a lot of loot. We got the iron pump shotgun. This is going to be the shotgun of the season. I kind of shoot the double shotguns just to see how they work, but yeah, this is going to be the pump shotgun that we're going to use pretty much all season. I bet they are going to release the hammer pump shotgun, at least that's what some leaks have said, but I think this iron pump shotgun is going to be where it's at. All right, lots of wood over here. This spot's actually really great to land, so if you're trying to find a spot, this might be it. I was trying to see if I could do like triple edits and stuff, but yeah, like I said, I wasn't at my home PC. They flew me out to LA for this event. Big shout out to Fortnite. And yeah, the actress, sorry I got cut off there, but the actress was Uma Thurman. She's acted in some of my most favorite movies, like Pulp Fiction, and she was in Batman, one with Arnold, and of course she was the main actress in Kill Bill. So a lot of cool stuff. I'm just trying to get some mats here. Again, this is at a LAN with some very good players, pro players. In this game, we had Clicks, Mr. Savage, and the list goes on and on. So I want to make sure that I had enough mats so I could you know, go to toe-to-toe with these people, because I wanted to win. I want the content. Yeah, that's the sniper there. I think it's called the Vengeful Sniper or something. I thought this was going to be the bounty board. I don't know if there is a bounty board, but activating that will actually call in like a supply drop, and it's pretty interesting. I got a rare chest here. Look at that. I got a part of a battle bus. All right, you need to collect 20 of them. Oh, okay, the red eye SMG, that was in the Squid Games reload, but it's back and it's in BR, and it is so good. We got the wingsuit. Okay, this is huge. All right, we got shockwaves. We also got a wingsuit. The wingsuit, I can't wait to show you guys how it works. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Look at the map there. There is so much going on. I can't wait to really get my hands on it at home here and explore everything. There's like blimps, bosses. If you eliminate them, you can become the boss, and like people will see you on the radar, but you're like get more health and infinite sprint. There's so much cool stuff that we're all going to discover together. So let's pop open the supply drop. What do we get in here? We get a lot of gold. We got over 1,000 gold. Now normally you get weapons and stuff, but yeah, supply drops At least the ones that I opened seem to give a lot of gold. Look at this tip-top terrace area. It reminds me of the redwood forests in Northern California. Looks really cool. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drive through, check everything out. Bumpy Bay, I think it is. And we got another board over here. And yeah, again, I thought it was gonna be bounties, but it's the supply drop again. Maybe they'll bring bounties back. I'm not sure, but I think that would be a great choice by them. So yeah, we want to try out this beautiful wingsuit that's in my inventory. It is a little odd. Okay, so your eliminations, how many people are left, and the zone stuff is all in the top right, but in a different spot. Look at the wingsuit. So you go ahead and blast up, and then you go ahead and have the wingsuit, and you can glide. There's a little bit of a learning curve to it, but once you realize how to use it, it's pretty darn good. It has a 20-second cooldown. Definitely something for you to check out. So I'm getting this supply drop here. I think it's more gold, this one. I get absolutely fried. This guy's shocking on me. I gotta be careful. I'm trying to not lose my footage here, you know? Like, nobody wants to watch me go this far into the game and just lose, so. But luckily we have the chug jug. That guy's gonna go open that supply drop up. Let's see what he gets. I think I can see from here through the ramp almost. I think he just gets gold. Do I even get to see? Yeah, it's just gold. I thought there was weapons in that one. Maybe because I was like, oh, the first one maybe it was just gold. The second one, what could it be? Yeah, it's just gold again. But they also didn't want to fight. All right, they are out of there. A couple shots over on the side. There is these blimps that fly around that you can ride. That'll be a cool thing to use. It'll be a good aerial advantage you can get on people. I'm just up here farming. And there we go. Wingsuit. There's one of the blimps I'm talking about. You can get on it. You can even see it on the radar there in the top right. Look at that. It's going to be cool to see how people interact with the wingsuits and what they do. I'm trying to be a little bit stealthy here because I don't have the most mats. I have 500. I'm trying to get some more loot, see if I could sneak in a limb real quick. They're really going at it. They want to take each other out. I heard somebody get cracked. And then, ooh, that guy gets blasted right in front of me. I'm like, wait, hold up. Maybe I can get a second person, but no. This guy actually did have a iron pump shotgun, so I got a little bit of an upgrade there. Then this other person's spraying me. I'm trying to get the brick and the metal that I see on the ground. It's worth like 3 wood investment there. And you can actually see the hot air balloons on your radar or your visual audio. So I get these barrels over here, and then I discover something really interesting. A brand new weapon. And this one's a doozy, I gotta say. So over here is the arc lightning gun. This thing is insane. And let me tell you, it treats me really good. That's a little bit of foreshadowing there. And I'm gonna talk about it more when I use it. But it is nuts. If you see this weapon, you should definitely use it. Oh, I didn't notice this guy at the ground. There's somebody nearby, I think in that bush behind me. Wow, I actually didn't notice that while I was playing. This skin is clean though. I feel like a lot of sweats are gonna be using the Kill Bill skin. It does look fantastic, and I respect that. There is also like smart builds, which I had to disable. I don't know what it is exactly. I think if you're a noob, it'll like try to guess what you want to build and like do like boxes and structures. I had spoke about it being leaked like probably years ago at this point. I don't know what it is exactly, but I think you guys will discover it. I think it just makes building easier. Now this was pretty crazy. I thought it was just a reboot van, but you can actually drive it. It's a drivable reboot van, and it is awesome. You can put people in the back. I don't know exactly how it works since I was solo, but you can like activate the sirens and drive it around and just be like a mobile medic for your team. I think this is going to be a game changer. I do think if you throw someone in the back, it'll probably revive them over time, which is pretty darn sick. And yes, I mean, we can finally drive reboot vans. How cool is that? Now, this event was a lot of fun. It was great to see a ton of my friends there and just hang out with people and get to play Chapter 7 early. Oh, look at the sprint bar. It's in the middle bottom section there. I'm trying to shoot this guy out. 39 damage. This red eye SMG is insane, by the way. Highly recommend it. Nobody wants to fight really, unless they're like the super pro players, because nobody wants to go down and lose their footage. Look at that trolley over there. That trolley actually does work. And oh, look at this, the lightning gun. Wherever you aim, it like arcs to different spots. So if somebody's like around the corner, it'll actually hit them with it. So it is bonkers. Does a decent amount of structure damage. I mean, look at this. Look at that. 10 shield damage. It doesn't do like insane amounts of damage, but it definitely hurts them. It also, the way when you hit people's shield, it looks different. So yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to. This area is like San Francisco. Okay, so I hear this person in this building. I don't know exactly where. I'm just like missing. They're using the, they're also, by the way, like a pineapple. I missed every shot. I feel like my settings were a little off, but 24, 131, bam, Anonymous is down. I don't know who that was, but GG to that content creator. Now we can heal up to almost full. They were using the double shotguns, but they also had the double micro SMGs, which are from, what was it? That was like the Marvel season in chapter 5. Yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and just look through these houses, try to loot, get some more shield. I have too many weapons for my own good. And I feel like people didn't loot this area that well. So we're in a top 25 situation at this point. I find the big pot, I get up to max shield, and I got a bus part there. I think it's just for a quest, but I believe that as time goes on, we will find enough parts to repair the battle bus, and then there won't be that tsunami wave or that mega wave that is at the start that you ride in. Here's the boss that I was talking about. It looks like you're fighting just like an NPC or something, but that is actually a player. As you see, it shows their name above their head, and it even shows how much health they have. So pretty cool feature. You do get bonuses, of course, for that disadvantage. Is it worth it? I don't know. Infinite sprint and more health does sound pretty cool, though. Here's somebody right down below. And, like, they're walking around kind of like, I don't know. I felt like I could take them on, so I just go for it. Sneak a different wall. Bam, 100, 77. Spray them down. They had a crown, too. I guess some accounts just, like, had played before, you know, like, this thing went down. So... because this is the first game that content creators had played. Oh, in this session, there was actually a session before, so maybe that. But that person there had the red eye AR, or like an AR with a red scope. I think I might use it later, but it's a pretty cool looking weapon. And will probably be the AR of choice. But I think this hollow SMG is actually going to be insane too. Now, this is the point where Mr. Savage tries to take me out. He gets my wall first try. Try to edit out. Kind of scuffing myself a little bit. Can't seem to grab any of my edits. A little bit of panic here, but I need to make sure to stay alive because, again, I want this footage. All right, so I'll crank. I start going crazy. Now, again, Mr. Savage, he has an icon skin. He has done extremely well in Fortnite competitive, so I build lots of boxes. He gets a wall behind me. Try to sneak a shot. I am getting absolutely bodied right now. I'm on the heel foot, just trying to do some counter damage so that he'll leave me alone. He gets sprayed at some point. I go down, and then I know he's hurt, so he probably doesn't want to take a fight. I also don't hear him healing, so I wondered if he didn't have any shield. So I think he backs off the fight at this point, and I'm kind of stressed, you know? I'm like, please leave me alone. By the way, I have 35, almost 3,600 gold, which is insane, and I just make my way back into the city to go find some heals. Luckily, there's some barrels on this roof. I don't know what's up with that, but we'll take them. Mr. Savage wanted the dub. He really did. But so do I, okay? Got a nice little refresh there from my old loot. Some bandages. Somebody was over there trying to be sneaky. Like, they clearly were scared, but I didn't have that much health, right? Like, I think I could take them out, but I didn't want to risk it just because I could get one pump, even by like a lucky shotgun shot or something. But I saw a chest over here, or I heard a chest, and I saw the big pot, so I figured I would try to get all that. My goal here was just to get back in tip-top shape. You know, I wanted to win my first game of Chapter 7. That was important to me. Again, this is the first game I've ever played of Chapter 7. And clicks Mr. Savage in my lobby. I knew this was going to be a tough lobby to try to win, but I wanted to win it. I'm a competitive guy. I do like LAN tournaments. I always do seem to perform quite well at them. I really want to make a splash here, game 1. There we go. Got everything to heal up and to get myself in a good position. That med kit and the bandages, I was like, if I need to, I need to farm a little more. So let me go ahead and play Storm, and then I can go ahead and use the med kit and the bandages when it's time. I was gonna see where the Storm was gonna pull here as well. And I had so much gold, right? So my brain was ticking. It was thinking. Now, as you can see, the rest of the storms are actually just straight up circles. So I'm not sure why the first storm looks like weird, but yeah, I'm gonna keep on popping these bandages, look around, see if I can find more stuff. I think I'm gonna trade in my bandages for that big pot here in a second. Oh yeah, now I got double the big pots. Let's go. Stack them up, stack them up. Another med kit, setting myself up for success. The more I don't have to fight players here, the higher odds I'll have of winning. But I got an assist, so I think that's when Mr. Savage went down, or it was the other person that was kind of hiding, a little scared. I do like all the UI elements. So when I say that, I mean kind of like storm shrinking in the top right, or how the inventory looks in the bottom right, or even the sprint in the bottom middle. I think all of that is super cool. And I think they did a great job with it. I think it'll take some adjusting for sure, but it does look good. And after a few games, you do get used to it. So I'm going to go back to these boxes that I made over here. You can see there's a bunch of vending machines. These are the ones I was trying to look at. You can do a patch up for 250. There's a self-revive device, which is really interesting. If you go ahead and get knocked, you can go ahead and use it, and it takes 10 seconds, and then you get back up. So in solos, really, really hard to use unless somebody, you know, snipes you from far distance. Deadeye assault rifle, that's what I was talking about. I don't know if I buy it here, but that's like the OG AR, but with a red dot on it. But anyway, self-revive, extremely hard to use in solos, but it can work if you're like maybe an end game and competitive, or probably more frequently if you get sniped from far distance. If you're in duos, trios, squads, I can see you using it a lot as things get pretty hectic. Anyway, I'm in Storm here. I got 2 medkits. I got 3,000 gold. I'm hoping Storm will pull my way since I'm already in here. And then I look at the map and it pulls directly to me. It's a 2-tick right now, so you can see in the bottom right, I am taking damage, but there's a reason they call me the Storm King, all right? I know how to work this and I have the gold to do it. Patch up is going to be 50 HP. And it's going to give me, it's 50 HP that it heals me, and it costs 250 gold, so I can do it so many times. I have so many bandages and medikits as well. These seem to have the wrong images on them, like the vending machine has a minigun on it, but, you know, I understood it. I caught the drift that was going on. I think gold will be used a lot more this season, so there's a lot more ways to get it. There's a lot more safes. There's the supply drops, and there's treasure chests as well. So instead of, like, dropping loot out of them, you actually just go ahead and get gold. I just got another assist, so either one was Mr. Savage, but luckily he's out of the game, and I believe there's still some really good players here, is all I'll say. But look, you can buy the shield keg there, but I don't need that. I'm just gonna go ahead and look, see if I can spot anybody. There we go, Deadeye assault rifle. Gonna pull that out. Ooh, look at that scope. It's kind of crazy, right? But it's a classic AR with a scope. I actually love that they did that. It's so cool. The Storm is pulling back in. I was like, let me hang tight. I don't want to waste mats or anything. Got to preserve and get myself ready to win this game. There's some more shield pots there I could buy. Look, I still have 2,000 gold. And the Storm is about to just go over me, so I'm about to be safe. Now, I want to remind you that I built a lot of this area here, okay? When trying to get away from Mr. Savage. He built a lot too, but I built a lot as well. And I'm going to go ahead and hop in my cone here and see if I can spot anybody. There's 6 players total left, so me and 5 others, and at this point everybody wants to win. Like, everybody legit wants to win, but I want to win the most. It pulls actually towards me more. It pulls south, and I see this guy over here cranking on my builds. So what do? Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit of a sneaky sneak over here, do a couple chops, see what's good. I'm low enough and he's high enough where he actually doesn't hear me doing this. So I figured this is a good idea, and anything I can edit, I'm just going to edit to speed things up. Again, it's not my setup, so things felt a little bit weird. I think all players could say that as well. I could hear him building, but it sounded like he got way closer to me. I still think he was distracted at this point, so I try to edit everything down, just put it to corners so it all breaks. I think I missed the wall over here. I don't think he knows my plan. I'm going to shoot out that ramp, and it all should come down. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh. I tried to hit him on the way down, but I don't get him. Somebody else gets the credit. But look at this. They have a mythic human Bill's like arc weapon. I saw that. I wanted it. I knew I couldn't skip over it. So I go back for it for content's sake, and I grab it. Human Bill's arc lightning gun mythic. I think you get this at like the Area 51 base, but I don't exactly know how to get it. So, but I set up. I get deep into the storm here, and there's now 4 total players left. Look at me holding this thing. This thing is a beast. Again, I was foreshadowing before. I absolutely love this thing. And I want to get my win umbrella, okay? I want to be one of the first in the world to do it. So I'm looking around, making sure nobody's sneaking on me. And I see these guys over here fighting. There we go. Laser gun, go crazy. I just got to make sure that it arcs into his box. Try to break him down. You're going to see how cheeses get. It does have durability for good reason, okay? I think it's actually good that it has durability. This guy's getting sprayed from that side, so I'm going to do the honors and spray him from behind. You'll see that, yep. It's just tagging him once in a while. That was actually Zemi in the box there, and he was sitting beside me. And I think I say I'm sorry to him at some point, but this thing's so great because it does a little bit of damage, but it banks around corners, so it's actually really, really good. I got a little bit too much attention in the lobby here, and almost had to pay for it. Not a good trade there for me, but put a lot of pressure on him. There's 2 players over there by the water, and then there's 1 player behind me now. Oh, wait, no. There's 1 player here, and then there's 1 player behind me. I guess somebody got eliminated. Just gonna keep on shooting this. Oh, look at that. And then if you hit him directly, it does a lot of damage. He was using a sword. I don't know where he got the sword. I think there's like these Kill Bill events. It's like yellow and black with a sword, and you can get a katana. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it looks like it's a form of mobility, and it seems to be pretty good. I saw a couple people using it, and I never got to use it, but I definitely want to. Now this guy uses a sword, goes up on height. They're fighting, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use this to zap him. Got the elimination. Look at that 1v1 situation. Sorry. And I'm just saying sorry to Zevi. And you can see the hosts of the tournament. All the people working there, watching me, seeing if I'll get the dub. I got sniped there. I'm just trying to spam them with it because I know they're probably pretty weak from the fight. And bam! Let's go. A W on my first game in Chapter 7, even versus some of the best pros in the world. Here we get another good look at the map, and it looks like I'm going to Painted Palms this time around. I'm trying to do tricks on this surfboard, trying to figure out the best way to do it. I don't know if the devs were messing with me or not, but apparently this is a good way of doing it. I'm just a surfboarding pro. Look at me. Ooh. You know what? I do fly really high, so maybe that is the strat. I don't know. Other people flew further, so. Anyway, this looks like a kind of movie set mixed with alien stuff. So this is the Area 51 place called Classified Canyon. I knew I wanted to explore it because it just looks so cool. And I think exploring like a military alien base is just awesome. Area 51, basically. Now you can see this is the treasure chest. It has a ton of gold in it. I'm trying to figure out how to enter this alien base. It looks like a UFO could fly out through the middle of it. You can't go through there. So I do some exploring. And I noticed that there's this side over here that you can enter through it. It says authorized personnel and cats only. There's a lot of vending machines here that you can buy stuff, like wingsuits and grenades. Gold again being very important this season. And then, you know, I decided to explore the base here. Try to close the door, and I hear some footsteps. I'm like, is somebody in here or are they above? And they were definitely in here. They just shot at me. I didn't think anybody was here. You know, I thought I was alone in this UFO base, Area 51, but I go ahead and I'm like, I have to work. I'm 100 damage there. Shockwaves won't get them out because, well, this is kind of like a closed off area. You can't go through the top. But you can see there's like 3 ways to get in here. And I'm like, there has to be more to this, right? And I look, and there's these zip lines that go all the way down. How insane is that? And there looks to be a bunch of loot here, probably a ton of Easter eggs that you could do. But I'm like, what's this big red door, right? Look, there's an arc lightning gun there. And I thought, maybe is this where you get the mythic arc lightning gun? Just looting around a little bit. Giant door, let's activate it. And you start hearing these crazy sirens. I'm like, we can actually open it? Like, that's the part I was hyped up about, you know, that we could actually open it. I think that that blue area there, it looks like it goes all the way up to what I was looking at. So, but this does open, and when you go to it, you have a legendary arc lightning gun, not the mythic. I don't know where you get the mythic, but you can look through the glass and you see a UFO over there. I tried to see if I could somehow get into the UFO, but I don't think it's possible yet. So yeah, legendary arc lightning gun. Get me into the UFO, come on. And then I noticed that I just kept going invisible. I had nothing in my inventory. I think it was from the arc lightning gun, like maybe has a special property to it. Did I get alien technology? I don't know. Like, I generally couldn't figure out how I was invisible. Now, I did see like how you can get self-revive. There's other modules you can get like that, and there was one that you can go invisible, but I didn't have it. So I think it was the lightning gun that was doing it, but I couldn't really figure it out. See, invisible could be useful. I mean, we'll see how people use it. And look at this, there's actually an amusement park filled with roller coasters and a bunch of other stuff. There's loot on the rails. It's like fully decked out. It's actually really cool. And there's parts where you can go on like a roller coaster that dips through the water and it heals you. There's so much detail, like these little hot dog people and this hot dog thing, which gives you decent metal, by the way. There's also an anomaly here. You see, it's called Riftapalooza. So rifts have spawned all around. I think the rifts will spawn in some stuff, but also you can use them to get around. So that's cool. And I'm assuming they're going to do more and more anomalies. It's time to ride the roller coaster. Look at that. There's also like those little floaties there. The roller coaster is really cool. And honestly, every time they brought out grind rails into Fortnite, I'm like, they need to make a roller coaster. Bam. Here it is. Oh, here it is. Splash. Heal up. It like shoots a chug splash at you. Look, I saw somebody enjoying the park as well. You know, I got to try to take them out. Ooh. 72, not bad.
Shoot at me.
And they're just shockwaving out of there.
I'm shocking.
Try to use this AR a little bit, but they're just out of there. And I get beamed after. Now I'm the one getting away. Look at that. So it's not a splash, it's like a heal over time effect. But yeah, now I am the one running away. Now I want to put this in there, but as I was playing another game, I stumbled upon somebody that you probably know. Sniped him for 74 there. Yes, I am fighting Lachlan. Trying to see if I can scare him to try to make a bad edit or something, but take his wall over here. I can't do it. He's gonna try to escape. I got shockwaves as well, though. We're just gonna hit him with a little bit of a... Ooh. It's kind of clean. He had a mythic, though. He had the, what is that called? Brutus's twin hammer shotguns. Yeah, they look pretty darn cool. And look how they shoot. I went to a solo versus bots lobby, and that essentially gives a lot of players what they want. It's just you versus all bots. And these things aren't bad, honestly. I'll have to use them more, see if I like them, but yeah. It's cool that Fortnite released this mode so people don't have to do like gimmicky ways of getting into bot lobbies. If you want to play them, the option's there. Bang. Oh, it's like attack shotgun. It actually is. So my first impressions of Chapter 7, it's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to play it more, especially at my home setup. I think it's got a great, strong foundation, but I definitely got to play it more because 3 games was not enough to give you like a full review. I love what you're doing, though, Fortnite. GG.